Yeah. I'm like, oh god. Oh my god.
I have no idea what I'm doing with this
Or is
car.
it? You've been that day for me. Yeah. 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 Taste buds. My left foot just went viral. Put it in a spiral.
Dude. Are you... Is that as far as the wire goes? As far as the safety. I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural like alcohol. Show me something.
Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Okay. Alright, turn the music off.
Every time they say hey, it gets faster.
5 seconds long. Alright, music off because I want it off right now. No. Sit down.
Hey, you. Are you gay?
Yes, Dad. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a...
I like this song a lot.
Okay. Music. What? Okay. Here, turn the music off.
Up?
Yeah, off. No, off. Okay. This isn't a music live stream, though.
I could play music.
No, I know. You could. It's not the point of the live stream. I want them to be able to hear us talk. Unless it's like...
I don't know if they'll be able to hear us talk anyways.
Well, with this, dude, this is a... I don't know what you're talking about. This is a high quality setup.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh.
Sorry, what was that? Okay. We should,
Yeah, we're live. Hello, everybody. No one that is watching.
well, it's live streamed because why not? Honestly.
Live stream because I need something to post on my channel.
Alright. Hang on, I'll turn on the thing.
Hey, Mom. Could you turn the volume down on that a little bit, please?
Okay, thank you.
I can unmute it.
Honestly, what, probably not actually, because that'll just be annoying in the stream. I just keep it quiet. Okay, actually, this setup looks like legitimately, like, kind of professional if you don't realize what it is.
If you don't, keyword if you don't realize.
Well, okay, so
AKA, it's
I
a
guess
selfie
this'll-
stick held
this
down
will
by a
be
book.
the first thing on the stream here. I'm gonna go over here.
I don't know why we're not streaming on your channel.
We are.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's on both.
Oh, what the heck? How does that work? Oh, right. You've just opened
Two
two
versions of
OBSs.
OBS. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go check and see how it looks.
Yeah. Well, it's currently just my screen. But basically, there's a website called shittyrigs.com. If you guys want to go and check that out, I'll put it up on the screen real quick.
What'd you do with your controller? Hey, give it back.
It's okay.
I'm gonna
Hold
open
on.
up splits.
I have a video to.
Never.
Don't say it. That's racist.
Nigger.
You Asian fuck. Okay.
Niglet.
So basically, what this website is, if you want to look on here real quick.
Oh.
Basically, it's just a whole bunch of photos of people like in the filming industry and whatnot, just rigging stuff up just to get the job done.
That's actually.
It works.
That's actually us.
Yeah.
I've been awesome.
So you guys can check that out if you want. But that's all. That's all I want to show you. That's basically what's going on. That's basically what's going on in the stream currently. Except this. Yeah.
So,
No juice.
we could have done this a bit better. Turn on the camera and aimed it at the television or us.
No, that would have not been because the camera's pretty bad quality.
So hello, no one that is watching.
Well, people on my channel, people coming in are like, okay, let's. I told her to turn it down.
It's been like substantially.
So basically, what this website is,
It's been like.
basically it's just a whole bunch of photos of people like in the filming industry and whatnot, just rigging stuff up.
Okay. So, you got any ideas of things to talk about?
Anything that we feel like talking about because
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
but-
podcast.
Yeah, but anything to start off on, eh?
Hummers.
Hummers.
No, I'm kidding. That's an awful topic.
That
Hummers
is
are
an
awful.
awful topic.
What is?
Are you streaming right now? Can you check?
I don't believe I am, but I could care less.
No. I would like to. Otherwise, I can just send the footage over.
Yeah, you can just send the
Uh, you aren't you on your own channel? Smaller shit. Just go to you.
Oh, I am live.
Oh, it's private. It's okay. We'll just release it later then. Oh well, it's on private, and I don't feel like going back in.
I am live.
Okay. So,
I
I didn't know we got in here.
I clicked it.
Are you Jewish? Okay, so stop. Try to focus here. Okay.
I have ADHD. Fight me.
No, so do I. Fuck off.
Uh,
Okay. If you change breaking, yeah. Okay. So basically, what we're talking about today. First thing we're going to talk about is politics. All right. So anyone easily triggered, go ahead and fuck off, please. Thank you very much. All right. So we're going to be talking about what is it?
First.
What is the place called where the people got ran the fuck over?
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville, Virginia. That's the place.
You can fight me.
All right. So what we're talking about, how the media is covering it. Okay, you can react to it however you want. I think personally,
Going to America.
America, Maple Valley. Okay. You can react to it however you want. Personally, violence, I think, is not the best way. Like, I'm not, like, the type of person who's, like... I mean, obviously, I don't want to go to war. Like, that's kind of...
For Lord.
I wish I could see her. He just did the Hitler thing while doing... oh, here we go. But I'm not the person who wants to go to war or anything.
No one wants to go to war. It's
well,
boring and
there's-
it's a waste of money.
It's not boring.
Guys.
Not if you're in it.
Fair enough.
But basically, I don't want to go into war.
Well,
And
but it
violence
wouldn't be
is-
war. It would be more of a civil war due to the fact that it's
Well,
armed
yeah.
people fighting their own people.
we've already
Frankly,
had
I
one
don't
of.
think I don't
We've
think
already had
that
enough
one-
of those.
and it was about someone that was in it too.
Yeah. Basically, what's going on is they want a statue taken down, which is 100 years old, and it's about
Robert E.
someone.
Lee.
Yeah, Robert. Generally.
Generally
if
speaking,
you will.
generally
speaking,
generally speaking,
he
General
he
Robert
was
E.
yeah. Okay, everyone calls him Generally. Okay, the bike I ride.
Let's take it back.
The bike I ride.
It's called General Lee.
Yeah.
I just don't think that. I don't see a reason to take it down. I don't see a reason to keep it up. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
I don't know why people are so offended by
Yeah,
it. It's not
and
like
I
he was
don't-
a super slave owner either.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But
he
I guess
didn't.
I guess the one thing that people don't know about Robert E. Lee is like the amount of
He-
stuff he actually did.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, a lot of people see him as the face of racism.
The face. Of, yeah,
Which
because
I mean, and it's
because
actually
he
kind
fought for the
of- I mean,
Confederates.
he fought for
he
like
led
the,
them.
He fought for like the shoot the nigger. Never mind.
Whoa, Sam!
But he,
This
like,
is a child-friendly stream.
But
Just kidding.
but I just don't see a point in protesting, taking it,
Yeah,
leaving it up. But I
'cause
also
he
don't see a reason for people to turn out in violence for it. That seems like a very controversial
Well,
topic, especially to argue about.
White supremacy,
Which is the reason. A
which
lot of
is
things
not
happen.
an actual thing.
Well,
It's a thing, but it's not on the scale that it's made out to be.
portrayed to be on.
Yeah, mainly because of the media is
I think
overreacting, as the media
I think
tends to do.
I think frankly that I could, as long my stance on it is that go with what is morally right to you,
Yeah.
but don't try and force it onto.
Yeah,
other
don't.
people.
That's really
where,
that's
where a lot of people make the.
that's the
where,
big mistake
that's
of
where
a
people,
lot of
like,
people.
Don't where like
Is
they try
there-
and draw the line
They're trying to be morally and politically correct
by
but
forcing it
by
on other
forcing their opinions on other people,
Which
which is
is
not
not
the way to go about it. Yeah.
especially if you're trying to make especially if you're in politics or you're trying
Yeah.
to prove a point, trying to force your opinions on someone
Is
that doesn't,
exactly how to get them not to support you.
especially people especially now, a lot of people fail to see that forcing your opinion on someone is not working,
Clearly.
and I think that's a big issue.
That is definitely, you kind of nailed it there. That is definitely a problem.
Express your opinion however you want. I could
Yeah, go ahead.
Go light yourself on fire. I mean,
That
some-
might be not sending the right message either,
Some
Samuel.
guy in Taiwan did it, I'm pretty sure, and he got
Why?
across a big message. There's something
What
about,
was his message?
I'm not even sure.
Uh,
I just know he lit himself on fire in the middle of a crowd.
well, that's lit.
Kill yourself.
I'm sorry.
At any rate, express your message how you want,
Well, yeah, pretty
but
much.
don't force it on other people. You're
Uh,
not going to get your point across no matter what.
And
you do.
protesting, I mean, protest if you will. It's legal. It's
Freedom of speech.
but
Don't
honestly,
break
how many
sh-
protests
Don't break shit.
don't? Yeah, but how many protests are really? I mean, say what you will,
Way,
but
way back.
no, just stop singing. How many protests are like actually effective, and are they?
Martin Luther King.
I know this and that, but like, there's a difference between Martin Luther King leading a rally for blacks' rights and
Fighting
fighting.
against a guy that was against black rights.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't. He was not. He just led his
I'm
Confederate.
gonna go. I'm burning out. Here we go. Be back.
So I mean, say what you will. I think the left is just taking over a lot of things
I
that
think
they
the-
don't
But
need.
the right owns Congress, so it's not. It's kind of like it's a weird.
Yeah, but at this point,
It's
the
a
right
weird. It's a
is,
weird struggle battle.
It is definitely.
I read an interesting article about how people viewed some of the Republicans in like office, and one of the things that I found interesting was there was a comment that said Republicans have played the victim for quite some time, even though they kind of have been, but at the same time they're like not. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
No, I don't know
But it's
what
like
you're getting at
the
here.
point was that they played victim for so long that they weren't sure what they wanted, which explains a little bit of the disarray where Republicans aren't approving it. Shh. Which explains some of like the approval rating sometimes of presidents. Is
Right.
That
They
they're
don't
not-
know what they want.
That they've gone on about trying to get him there, that they don't know what they want out of him anymore,
Yeah.
and it's like a really big issue.
You lost your wang.
What? Oh.
You lost your wang. Oh wait, he's Asian.
Racist.
I'm sorry.
Racism is a sin.
Racism is another thing that's made out to be a bigger problem than it is. Now,
Well,
I'm definitely not denying racism. It's still there. Okay, but
no,
it's
it's not. What are you talking about?
racist. What is that? Never.
Racism equals not.
I'm like
Question
Richard
mark.
Hammond here. Oh my god.
Racism is like not a thing. I don't know
Nope.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
I think you're insane. There is no such thing as racism,
Okay.
even though it's 10% harder for Asian kids to get into school because people think Asians.
I don't think
are
that. I don't think that's racist. It's not racist if it's against Asians. Why are Asians the only people you can be racist to and they don't get triggered? Actually,
because Asian people don't.
because Asian people are smart. Okay, racism can.
I don't know. Have you met Kim Jong Un?
Uh,
I have. It's my
it-
dad.
Yeah, well, thought Kim Jong Il was your dad.
Kim Jong Un's dead.
I know.
Let's take dead people.
Dead people. Okay. Now let's. We've been
What about nuke stuff?
nuke stuff.
Nuke
Hold
stuff.
on, we'll get to nuke stuff in a minute. I just want
Which
to bash
one
on. I just want to bash on the left for a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, me and Sam have slightly opposing. Not really. We agree on most things, but
Our
we lean
science comes down to
in-
morally compassion.
yeah,
Because I find myself as an ambidextrous person if it comes to politics.
Yeah, so do I.
just right-handed, left-handed.
damn, I just beat you. So yeah, that's definitely not the correct word, but it's close enough. Right?
Ambidextrous means being able to use both hands, though. So
Yeah.
I get it because right hand, left hand.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
really
think
called
that's.
politics.
It's called wings, but okay.
Shut up. No one cares about your opinion.
I'm sorry. Guess
Um,
not. That's another thing people need to learn.
No
No one cares about your opinion or your onion. Whatever. Yeah, but the left's got some issues too. It's not like the right is all that. I don't even know
It's
why.
okay, guys. I'm married at 13.
Calling this group, which is this group which is protesting against the statue being taken down as white supremacists, is definitely
Don't you mean the people that are protesting to get it to make
No.
it stay up is the white supremacists?
Yeah,
To get it taken
that's what I'm saying. The people who are protesting it getting taken down is calling them
New Drake.
calling them white supremacists is not the right way to go about it.
Well,
Because
some of
they're
them
definite. I mean, there might be a few or couple in there that are, but the general,
Oh heck yeah! Wow, those look great. Okay, sorry.
the general amount, like, I don't think everybody in there is completely
the whole issue in
racist.
is lack of
lack of knowledge,
lack of knowledgeable
knowledgeable people.
I think, and that applies to both sides.
Yeah, pretty much.
More than it applies to one side. I find that the human brain is flawed beyond belief.
Really?
When it comes when it
Really?
comes to emotions getting in the way of your logic.
No, the human brain is not flawed. Society is flawed.
No,
Society is becoming more flawed
human brain is
because of the left wing.
and the right wing. And the failure to
The
be
right
able-
wing isn't causing.
no, they're both
The right wing is doing retarded things that aren't
trigger the left wing.
Yeah,
So
basically,
basically, it's no one's fault because
I'd say it's. I have to blame a little bit of it on the left because
I
when
blame
the
it on
left
the
does something that the right doesn't like, how often does the right retaliate?
they haven't been able to.
Exactly.
Well, they kind of have.
But
actually.
neither.
But
The people in Charleston are holding this peaceful protest here.
well, peaceful.
It was peaceful until Black Lives Matter and whatever the other thing came in.
Oh, it's called Charlottesville.
Sorry.
It's called Charlottesville.
Can we turn the stream off for a minute here?
It's called
Oh God. Oh God.
Charlottesville.
Newsflash, it's called Charlottesville.
Well, it was peaceful except for the people saluting the Nazis.
All right, that's a different story in and
waving
of itself.
KKK flags and
I did not hear about the Nazi regime.
and people flying royal to only whites, KKK wearing white robes.
Okay, don't even read that, because if that's from any major news outlet, it's probably not.
Exactly.
Two-
Well,
the- two
they
dead
kind
people.
of. But neither. But
Right
the
here.
people in Charleston.
Stutter, stutter,
are
stutter,
holding this
stutter.
Peaceful protest here. Well,
Hey, choose your card.
it
Thanks.
was peaceful until.
Let's get off of Charlottesville. It's old news. It's like what, 2 days?
Yeah, real old there, bud.
Oh, my back. I'm too old for this stream.
What are you, fucking gay?
Yes.
Hey, let's bash on gays.
That doesn't work.
Why not?
Someone just got triggered.
Who?
That we bashed. Oh,
I just said, hey, let's bash on
what's
gays.
it called?
I didn't
Um,
actually bash on gays. Gay people.
North Korea nuke stuff.
Okay, oh yeah, that's what we were going to talk about. Nuke stuff with North Korea. Alright, choose your card.
Oh, shit.
Nuke stuff with North Korea.
Pew, pew.
Alright. Okay. People are blaming this. Okay, if we get nuke shot at us, people are going to blame
Well,
us on Donald Trump.
There's 3 ways. Okay,
People are going to
That's
blame
not what I was gonna talk about.
I know.
I was
I'm-
gonna. Damn it! I didn't mean to choose this.
Well, no, I'm gonna. You can hit B.
I was more talking about the way you stop with it, which is incredibly. There's a
There-
lot of stages.
There's some pretty cool ways to stop a
Okay,
nuke.
so basically, what happens with nukes is that they get shot in the air first. Obviously.
What? Really?
So they get sent into space.
Ooh,
which
that
is-
orange looked good.
when they get sent into space, that's when it's like.
Yeah,
That's when
your
it's like.
car's a lot slower.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Oh, are we
It
just
looks pretty
drifting?
good, Yeah. But the thing about it is, you can.
I don't
in
think
space,
is
you can
North
s-
Korea sending them in space. I'm pretty sure they're just high atmosphere.
Well, that too. You can shoot a laser at it, and blow it up there, or you can like shoot it down.
Lasers are cool.
Yeah, lasers are dangerous as fuck.
Well, I'm just gonna talk about the more political side of
But
that.
then there's the second part where it's like where it's
Shooting- Fighting fire
Oh,
with
wait,
fire,
No,
basically.
you can stop it when it's coming down, when it first gets launched, when it's in space, and then critical point is when it starts flying down, and that's when it flies at 16.
So much as
Yeah, it flies at 16,000 miles per
16,000 sounds a little fast. Is that really
hour.
accurate?
It's an accurate statement. Because of the weight ratio to the blah blah blah. It's
Can-
9.6.
Can we restart? Because I just.
It's So it's 9. So for a free fall, it's 9.6 meters a second.
Yeah.
And if it's falling from space, it's going to get a pretty plus the weight to it,
Right.
depending on it. So yes, that's a very possible number. And at that point,
Well, I mean, it's
At
possible, but I don't think.
at that point, that's like that point where it's like you drop a penny from the Empire State Building and
And-
you try and shoot it out of the air.
Yeah.
With like a normal bullet.
Well, then again, it's not humans firing this thing either. It's obviously heat seeking, or I don't know what it is. But I mean, that's an
Politically
interesting.
speaking, I could give two shits about it.
Well,
If you get nuked,
it's a big deal because people are trying to blame it on Trump, and I don't think it's his
I don't
fault
think it's his
because
fault
there's a
either.
crazy man over in North Korea
It's
who
definitely not his fault.
I want to pass the blame fully on to Kim Jong Un. I don't think.
Could negotiating abilities been better?
Well,
Potentially.
no, I don't think so because at this point,
We will be.
George W. Bush has tried to negotiate.
I love the.
Obama's tried to
I
negotiate.
love the.
And
memes
he has
that get
not.
made out of it. I love the
Yeah.
memes that get made out of it. We were going to meet them.
I mean,
with
really,
the fire
The
and
moral
fury
of the
that
story is that memes,
make
are-
everything better.
pretty much,
I don't know why people are so against like dark comedy.
because it offends people, and we all know how people feel about getting their feelings hurt.
But it's like it's like that scene from the last Game of Thrones battle, and it's like the dragon.
Don't
flies
talk
over-
about it. Mom's probably listening, and I think that's what she's watching or something.
Okay, well, basically what happens is
I literally don't care.
basically what happens is dragon flies over and like burns everyone, and it made I funny. It was like, we're going to beat them with fury and fire like they've never seen it.
Oh.
The dragon flies over and starts burning everyone.
I don't think Donald Trump could negotiate at this point
I don't
because
think there's enough people in North Korea to burn with a dragon.
no, there's plenty.
Less than
Pretty-
you would think, though.
Pretty
Oh,
sure
finally,
they're
they also finally got like a dot of electricity on the map. Fun fact.
Whoa,
At nighttime.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty dank.
This car is fast,
This car is
and
slow.
it's so cool looking. It's a GTR just with
This car is slow, but looks kind of nice.
not as good as this thing though.
Let's think about Hello. Meow. Meow. It's a meow.
But then also, what do you think if North Korea, say, fires some sort of nuclear weapon? What do you think the best option is at that point? Like, as soon as Donald Trump gets the news that there is a nuke heading our way, what is the best? What would you take?
Well, obviously, one thing is.
Hold on, give us a readout of what you would suggest for the next 48 hours as
Run
to
it
what goes.
high. Because
That's
one
probably not a good idea.
well, one thing you don't know is the location of the nuke, where it's being targeted to.
Well, you have to. They obviously have to track it.
They have to track it, but they can't track it the last second to be able to.
Well,
determine
no,
where it's
that's
coming
why
from.
they as soon as they're seeing this nuke, whenever they can detect it. I don't know when they're able to detect it, but obviously, before it's
That's when you hit up your homies that are like across the sea, and you're like, "Y'all got any like anti-nukey thingies?" And like, if you do, can we just blow it up over the ocean? Because California already has no water, so it doesn't really matter if you blow it up.
well, yeah, but also we got to think of marine life and all of that. we're
Marine
losing.
life, human life.
Okay, but what happens when they lose marine life and the entire
West
amount
Coast.
of everything that relies on the ocean is screwed?
That's also why if you want to blow it up, get it in space or
Well,
have really high atmosphere. I mean, that's awful for the ozone layer and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that. But I also think it's better than taking up.
Wear
real life.
sunblock. Moral of the story is
Moral
if
of
there's a
the
nuke, you
moral
want sunblock so you don't.
Moral of the story is if there is a nuke at all, which I don't think
Well,
there
there's-
will be. I think that's an empty threat because
Yeah.
he knows the power.
It can definitely be an empty threat, but there's a crazy man over there, and he doesn't know what's good for him.
Well, on the other hand,
Or
if
his
he shoots one, there's a lot of bad things that can happen. To,
Definitely.
the
There's
best,
really no good outcome once a nuke is fired.
the best thing that you can probably do for a nuke is get anti stuff.
Well,
ready
you would
right
shoot it-
away.
So you shoot it down, but then after he shoots it down, what is the next step?
Okay, well, basically how a nuclear head works is that once it gets launched into space, it splits apart into a lot of like
Yeah.
those mini, and they start to lock onto targets.
Right.
After a nuke is fired,
Well, I
what's the
don't
next
think
step?
North
I
Korea
don't know
has
if you-
that capability.
I don't think you
Okay.
should nuke North Korea. I don't think that's
So
a
you don't
smart
think
idea.
if they fire,
If they fire a nuke at us and it
we
lands,
fire back?
I don't think you fire a nuke though, because that could destroy all life, not only in North Korea, but could affect China,
That
South
is a
Korea,
problem.
because it's a tiny
It's a
area.
tiny place, yeah.
So realistically speaking, firing another nuke might not be the best.
So
idea.
what would he want to shoot? Would he want to shoot back? Is that even a good option?
I don't know if shooting back is the right decision. Storming, that can. I don't know if they have enough.
Storming North Korea doesn't sound like a great idea.
Well, you have allies surrounding.
Well, yeah, but that's not what. Like, I feel like combat on land is kind of
sketchy.
gone at this point. We're too far advanced now.
It's
that
like the Cold War
land
all over
combat,
again.
yeah. It
Cold
kind
War-
of is,
Cold-
except the Cold War was
Cold
a lot.
War II.
The
Cold War, Call of Duty, Cold War II. You sit inside of your house and pray that a nuke doesn't
Yeah.
hit you.
I feel like the next Call of Duty is gonna be out about this entire situation.
Modern combat, and it just shows like a
Yeah,
picture of like.
Modern Warfare.
It's got like a picture of a whole
Modern
bunch of liberals
Warfare
on
4.
One, it's got like a whole bunch of liberals on one side and got a whole bunch of like. It's got a whole bunch.
No,
of
I
left
meant
hand
like
and
North Korea versus
communism.
America. You mean I can wish for anything? Anything. Communist America.
China. What was I gonna say?
What were
I just don't think nuking is a good decision
Yeah.
in general.
Probably
If you're gonna fire anything back, fire something smaller but
Mhm.
explosive. You're not gonna want to destroy everything.
I'd say, you know what we need to do? You just go ahead and nuke North Korea,
That's better.
nuke China,
What?
nuke South Korea.
Hey, wait a minute.
Just take all them out.
All right, you won't be seeing any more videos from ours.
No more game. There's no gaming, Sam. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
it's just RS24. It's not even on camera.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
that for?
goes,
You
over,
just-
goes over, edits it back on camera.
There we go. Try again. Oof.
Take it back.
Well, I'm just saying,
I don't think nukes are.
China's scary. I mean, they're our allies, but have you seen what they've been doing? Have you seen like what China's been building in the way of like
Iron Man.
stuff that couldn't kill us?
Well, America needs to get their shit together. That's just that's the summary of
It's a good summary right there.
of how America's
Alright,
doing.
I'm gonna get in a Mazda for my fast car. Right, I'm in a
That's
Mazda.
how America just needs to be right now. Get your shit together, America.
Pretty much.
I think that frankly nukes aren't a good option.
No, really.
But
That's a
But
shocker.
if someone, the chances are that we are going to shoot it out if it
Mhm.
does ever.
Well, yeah.
But on the other hand, why are all Ferrari cars red?
Great question. That's because it's Ferrari.
On the other hand, retaliating with a nuke could just cause a lot of that could cause a lot because maybe China's like, I want part of the fun.
I don't think China wants part of the nuclear war fun. That doesn't sound like a fun thing to have. We probably don't want to go Mega Valley again.
Okay. Well, I also just don't think that I don't think nukes are the right answer to killing things.
No, really.
Because if you shoot the
You
one
know,
nuke-
the best way to solve this would be Kim Jong-un being like, yeah, I was kind of a retard. Sorry about
or we
that.
could pull like an interview style thing, except this time it doesn't star Seth Rogen and then Kim Jong Un like actually dies really quickly.
I feel like if we kill Kim Jong-un, there's going to be retaliation.
From what? They're like 100,000 person army versus our like several million people army.
Their army is larger than ours, but
Oh.
they have more people. It's legally required. You have to
South
be in
Korea.
Not South Korea.
No, in South Korea, when you turn 18, you have to serve like 2 years in the military, whether it be like a desk job or you do like the boot camp and stuff.
No, in North Korea, you are legally required to be in the group that goes and gets killed. Literally, almost.
Even though they kind of do nothing.
Well, yeah, but you have to be in it.
Well, they're taught
Case-
from a very young age. Fun fact.
They are taught from a very young age. It's called brainwashing and propaganda because it's North Korea.
Nazis, just Asian,
Nazis, except they have small eyes.
and they're Asian, and they
Yeah.
don't have that much money and influence on the world.
You have a really fast car, but you just suck.
Me no drive good. Ow.
Drift. I'm like Paul Walker.
Rest in peace. Race
Rest.
card backwards is race card.
Um,
Race card sideways is how Paul Walker died.
Fast and Furious. The new Fast and Furious. I haven't
It's got
watched it, and I
Chris
don't think I'm gonna watch it.
7?
Yeah. I don't know.
Fast and
No,
Furious 8.
don't 8.
That's gonna piss me off.
It's already out.
That's gonna piss me. I heard it was a
know.
really good movie.
I heard it was a really good movie, but I'm not gonna watch it because there's no Paul Walker.
I feel like I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm.
And
it's
you're
like
not-
if Chris Pratt died and they tried to make a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or if they recast Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans. As
Yeah,
as-
but I
which-
mean,
which they're going to. have to.
They're not as important as Paul Walker. No, but I don't think anybody will ever be as important as Paul Walker to a movie.
Yeah, he is the main star.
Yeah, but also he was just a great character.
Yeah, good people. What was his name in the actual film?
Brian O'Connor, I think. He had a weird name. I know it was like Brian something. Brian.
Shut up, Stewie. There's an episode of Family Guy where they go to like the mind space and they create heart and soul, but in like.
Okay, what do you think about this? England has said they are
England is my city. Sorry.
banning gas cars by the year 2040.
I just frowned.
By the year 2040, it
If-
will be illegal.
I think that if they can get electric cars and that many of them, and that
After.
I mean, on the other hand, they have to be able to give them to citizens because that's not fair to just take their car away. So if they do ban it, what they have to do is give it to the citizens because that's not fair
Right.
whatsoever to any citizen, especially like struggling college kids, stuff like that. That's not exactly the fair play thing to do, England. I mean, come on, England's already a city, so.
Well, they've already Brexit was their first mistake.
I don't know. They're doing better than Greece's.
It's not making jokes, Sam.
I mean, that doesn't say much about how they're doing in general, but
Yeah, I mean, they're doing.
they're doing.
Not everybody's. Yeah.
But the Brexit was a British thing.
Yeah,
She
well.
played a fiddle in an Irish band. She fell in love with an Englishman.
Okay.
Okay. Ed Sheeran isn't that important to
Ed
English
Sheeran.
culture.
Ed
He's
Sheeran
good, though.
kind of is ass. I don't
Fight
like.
me. I like Ed Sheeran.
I don't like Ed Sheeran. He's cool, but
He seems like someone I'd like to be friends with.
I would like to be friends with Ed Sheeran.
I feel like I'd like
don't
to be friends
his
with a
music.
lot of celebrities.
You would like to be friends with a lot. I think of all the people, celebrities I know.
I think of all of the people I'm friends
All
with
right,
right
name-
now and say, God, I could have so much. I could have such.
Of all like the celebrities, who would be your top person to be like friends with?
Not The Rock, because he's too scary. I don't know.
Wanna be
Probably,
friends. He
I
doesn't
think
seem
I would
like-
rather be like a singer or someone, because like they seem like a mod. I don't know. Someone Ed Sheeran or someone similar to him, because his personality seems really fun.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Marin.
He doesn't like a. We're not talking about internet celebrities.
He's
My-
definitely a celebrity.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Ed Sheeran is an internet celebrity then, because I guarantee you he started on the internet. I would go with Jordan Marin. He
Maroon?
is funny.
Don't you mean Jordan Maroon?
Jordan Marathon. Jordan. Why does nobody ever like make funny nicknames for him?
Holy God!
What?
Holy shit!
Allahu Akbar.
Someone's house blew up behind her house. Like, there's literally nothing left of it.
And guess the Muslim ban didn't work.
Jesus.
This is a joke. Okay, we're joking.
No joking, but seriously,
you're
that-
Muslim-
that's actually awful.
If you're Muslim,
one of
please
the
don't
houses
bomb
on
me.
my street, actually
Blew up.
yeah. No, one of the
No.
houses on my street burned down to the ground. It was awful for like the people that lived there.
That's pretty cool.
But they survived though, which is the lucky part. But
Do you know what school they went?
I think
then
we've
they
already
had-
had this discussion.
No, we haven't.
I vaguely remember this.
I know it was Charlie Burt's house burned down.
Where does he live?
I don't know. I just know his
His
house
house burned down.
due to a dryer.
Me too. So did I just blow to death? I never remember.
Ed Sheeran gives good head. Okay, let's talk about something else. AMD just dropped Vega.
What is? Oh yeah, I was like, what is AMD again?
Who's AMD? You're not my friends. Sam, you know how I feel about AMD.
What are AMD?
What do you think of Vega?
I don't care.
No. Why not?
Because I just don't.
The new Vega is faster than GTX 1080.
And the price is?
$500.
Whoa! Wait,
$500.
that's actually really good. Now I'm thinking, but I'm still saving up all my money to go on like 8 road trips when I turn 16.
Sam, you got time, okay? You're like 5 years old, okay?
I'm a smart ass 5-year-old.
You're not gonna pass your driver's test first try anyway.
If I do, I'm
Come on, let's think of the stereotypes here.
Just straight up, next time you see a Grand Tour, I'm on it. I'm the next.
You're over there pulling that kid. that little kid, you're just drifting.
Like that little 13-year-old
Yeah.
kid. I'm just like hitting the corners. You don't know me. Maybe I wasn't gone at camp for a week. Maybe I was filming the Grand Tour.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Grand
I want
Tour.
to do that now.
Yeah, no,
Not
I don't.
Notch
That's
spots.
a little bit of an unreasonable dream there, Sam.
That would be
Parents are always like, you can do anything, and then they're like, kids like, I want to be a
I don't
movie
really
star.
care if you like. I know parents are like, you can do anything. if
We
you
gotta
want to."
shoot a movie sometime because I I need to do another fall.
I have like a mini idea.
I was gonna
for a
say like
music
not a
video.
full length thing. I was thinking
for like a weird
a
I was-
20-minute long
Okay,
thing.
I have like an idea for like a fake, like one of those mini music videos, if you know what that is. It's
no.
like, okay, basically it's where you take a song and you recreate the music video using that style. So like, I don't know if you've ever, it's like a weird dubstep song, but it's supposed to be, it's about being young and like being dumb and killing stuff. And
Well, if
shit.
it has that much lyrics to it, then probably not, because
Why is there a selfie emoji?
why not? Are you a freaking idiot? Of course there's a
Dibba. There's not even a guy selfie art. Also, I have a boy.
Apple.
Apple.
Apple
Pineapple
is. Hey guys.
Oh my god, my back.
All right.
Oh.
Choose the slowest car from the fastest brand. you
Prius.
can. Well, no. Choose the slowest car. No. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Slowest car that you can find. And no choosing the same cars.
Well, we've run out of controversial topics really quickly. Hey Siri,
Controversial topics.
Google controversial topics.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
That's controversial right there.
Search in Google for controversial topics.
Okay. Debate topics.
Hey, that's pretty decent.
Abortion.
Eh.
Very good one of that. Alternative energy. Animal testing. Ooh, animal testing. That's a big one.
Hold
Born.
on. Okay, there we go. Born gay. No, it's not.
Well,
It's not.
what does Bill Clinton do?
Was Bill Clinton?
Why is it?
Yeah, of course
Why
Bill Clinton was a good president. We all love Bill Clinton. Stop making jokes, Sam.
Should the death penalty be allowed?
Yeah.
What is euthanization again?
That's when they kill old people because they're like,
Should gay marriage be legal? Yes.
yeah, definitely should be.
So that's not even. If it doesn't affect you, I don't know why the hell.
Yeah,
you
why
care.
is it really a problem?
Medical marijuana, yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Marijuana.
Why should
Wait, this is a movie? What the hell?
Okay.
Marijuana is a movie?
Recreational marijuana.
It should not be a thing.
Neither should medical marijuana.
Not necessarily. There's a lot.
That's
of
like
things
them
that-
using heroin as a painkiller.
There's a lot of things in marijuana actually. That's really
It's not
marijuana.
good shit.
Well, it depends. It actually helps a lot. It helps a lot of people.
Yeah, but they use heroin over in poor countries as like painkiller. It's not a good thing. Because then they're like, yeah, prescribe me marijuana.
Medical marijuana may help ease pain, nausea, loss of appetite. People have cancer, HIV. There's not enough research in these areas. Though research suggests that marijuana can cut down on seizures in people with epilepsy. Some studies show it may ease slowly. So what the hell? Oh, muscles. Okay, it helps relieve muscle stiffness, spasms, pain, and frequent urine. What the hell? Why is that?
But is any of those a
Long-term
huge?
side effects is like, yeah, that's the thing. Marijuana makes a lot of them, apparently.
Yeah, but it's also got awful side effects.
Guys, congratulations! You're today's lucky visitor. Every Monday, we select one lucky iPhone. It's not Monday, is it? Oh shit, it is Monday.
Well, they got it right at least. No. Recreational marijuana, no. Choose your slowest car you can.
Prius.
It's not gonna be slow enough. Goes to Bentley. This is a fast. That one was pretty slow right there. Ooh. Is that
Summer,
actually what
baby.
is that your serious thing? It might actually be faster than my car. I don't know. All right.
We're doing Road to America again, because I don't care.
'Kay.
What do you think about the education system?
Stop making jokes now.
It's the most incorrect thing I've ever.
Wrong.
I think I've ever seen.
I don't think the education system has been properly educated.
Honestly, I find that a lot of people think that grades should be determined by a letter and not by how much effort's been put into it. Yes, it happens sometimes, but it also I don't see it a lot. Wow, I actually got a better jump there. Jesus.
Yeah.
The big main issue that I have with education is that a lot of people like they're like, yeah, good grades are good, bad grades are bad. That's not true whatsoever. It should be based on the encouragement of the student and how the student does in general, not an overall improvement. Because a lot of what happens is if you get a C, it's considered bad. But if you put your heart and your time's effort into that C, then I don't see an issue with it, frankly.
Well, no. Grades should be grades, how they are now.
I don't
The
know
way
if
parents treat them,
should be
react to them, should not.
Also, OPS has changed their grading system for the second time in 2 years.
And what is that exactly?
It got raised. Could be harder.
It's harder?
Yeah, they made it harder.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good and a bad thing.
Well,
because for the kids that struggle doing stuff,
for the kids that struggle, it's not a bad thing. Parents just need to realize it's been raised. For the kids that are already doing really well, getting A's, it's a good thing because
it should be an issue for them if they're getting.
Well, yeah, but it's also a good thing because it shows you, it gives a more accurate description of how
good
you're
doing.
how knowledge.
The biggest issue with Omaha and that is
We don't live in Omaha, by the way.
What? Oh, yeah.
Duh. No.
No one's gonna care enough.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
In Omaha, there's a lot. The Hispanic population in Beveridge and Pacific was over 50. It was like 63% of the populace at Beveridge were Mexican, which is a big amount of people, and a lot of them come from Spanish-speaking homes, so they don't speak English.
Right.
And so the grading scales affected were all of the grading scales, meaning that so for like the kids that where English is a second language, or where they're in a new school, or they move states and the grading scale is different in different states, and things are going to be a lot tougher for those kids. Immigrants, I mean, we have a lot of kids that come from legal immigration, so fight me, anyone that just got triggered. We have kids from Taiwan that had to come because of like the conflicts happening there.
Right.
In
Oh,
Vietnam.
yeah.
So a lot of like those kids come to us, and that makes it harder on them, especially as they don't know English as well, for them to be able to process that kind of stuff, and then feel the stress of the fact that they have to do better than they already had
Why
to.
you know, doctor?
Why you know, doctor?
Parents.
Also, the thing about the education system that is a big flaw is a lack of public funding. Sometimes I think public schools get cut off a lot.
Yeah.
And part of it is lack.
Well,
of
you know
government
what I
funding.
really don't like that schools don't know. I don't think there's ever been a school that teaches it. Is how to actually survive
things.
in the real
Actually,
world.
there's a class at Burke called FACS that's mandatory for 2 years, and it's
But
about,
is it really?
yeah, it's about calculating taxes, how to do job interviews, how to do college interviews, how to fill out
I don't-
that kind of stuff.
I feel like it's still not what it means. Like the entirety of school should be not the history of the United fucking States and how to do the radius of the sun. The college is what that should be for. College should be for all the skills that you're not everyone's gonna need. Which it already is, sort of. But at the same time,
Your little Fiat can't beat my Hummer.
it's not a Fiat, it's a Ford.
This-
Funny story about this Ford, it was actually developed by Fiat.
oh,
But
that
sold by
explains
Ford.
the look.
Yeah.
I also think that school is very much about kids like getting good grades, much less
Why
What?
you wrote that.
why you're at this. Wow, it took us 4 minutes to put it laughing.
Mhm.
But much less, it should be more about how much effort the kids are putting into
I
it.
don't think so.
I think so a little bit, because if you look at it from
Well,
the
I mean,
perspective,
you can
don't-
give all the effort you possibly can, but if you're dumb, you're dumb. You need to know that you're still not
why
up to
isn't this an
par.
why isn't this an off-road track?
I don't know.
That would be awesome. They should do dirt bike Forza.
There's already a game for that.
Oh.
It's just not Forza.
Oh. Ah, take the turn sharp. School doesn't need
But the purpose of grades is to let your parents know
how you're
how smart you are, right? If you try really hard but you're still dumb and then your parents
Albert
think you're a
Einstein
genius.
got called retarded in school, and he ended up being a fucking genius.
Okay. That still doesn't mean that
I mean, he literally flunked out of college.
grades are necessary.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. Now I'm really tired and can't think straight. How long have we been streaming?
I don't know. Nor do I care.
Drugs.
But
That's how you know you messed up.
I'll wait for you, my friend. Really? I mean, the education system is
Let's
flawed.
talk about happy stuff now. Like how my Hummer is going to crash into your tiny Ford. Oh my god! Like the blood. Like when I crashed into it, all of the black paint from like the front of my car like splattered.
has
on.
just become
Yeah, like
the
look,
back.
if you look, yeah.
the back.
Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Da 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 da. I'm making your car go fast. There we go. Oh. Cooking mama.
This isn't a great drift car.
No, it's not. Other good things we can talk about.
You know, really.
Yeah, this is a news site. What am I talking about?
I got a bitch machine. No, this is not a news site. This is YouTube.
Can be considered a news site. Like this would be. Form of getting word of mouth.
But it can
other
also be a
people.
gaming site. It can also be a feminist cancer platform.
It can also be a white supremacist platform. It just depends on perspective.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
It's-
anything you want it to be.